I chatted with an agent just the other day and I said, what do you want your agency to give you? And he said, freedom. That's a big ask, but in this Whiteboard Wednesday, I'm going to attempt to explain to you what this means with our agency owners' freedom system. Hi, I'm Sam from the AJ Mastermind in Windermere. We run the Mastermind and Ashdown Jones. Phil, my son-in-law and business partner and friend, and sometimes running partner, and me, we run them together with a team of, at the moment, about 15 people across 3 locations. And what we've discovered from working with agents of all sizes and all ages over many, many years, in fact, I've been working with agents now for over 20 years, God, I am that old, is that actually agents, when they create a business, sometimes they create a trap. And maybe as you're watching this, that resonates with you. Maybe you feel that you haven't created freedom, you've actually created shackles. And so what we do with our member agents and members of the AJ Mastermind is we take them through this system, the Agency Owners Freedom System. And it looks simple. It is a simple idea. It's quite difficult to execute, which is why we provide lots of support and coaching, mentoring and advice and guidance along the way. It all starts here with the mindset and well-being section, and that really forms the base, the platform of your pyramid. Because if you don't have the mindset and well-being, which gives you an open mind, it gives you energy, it gives you health, that's financial health, emotional health, physical health, then if you don't have that, then everything else above that feels almost impossible. So you need to start off with a really good basis that you have the best chance to be able to get this plugged into your agency so that you can then experience freedom at the top of here. And I would say that the majority of agents and business owners never actually get past here. They get stuck here. So we were talking to an agent yesterday who's been an agent for 28 years and he's very firmly stuck here and he's not sure what he can let go. And I always think of it as it's a little bit like you go and empty your wardrobe, and maybe I'm speaking to the ladies that are watching this, and you open your wardrobe doors and you task yourself with taking out what you no longer want. That is a really hard thing to do. To take away things from you is only loss, isn't it? It feels like a scarcity kind of task to undertake. And so you might have heard of Marie Kondo from I think it's called The Magic of Tidying Up. And she suggests that instead you take everything out of your wardrobe and only put the things back that you truly want, the things that she calls spark joy. So I'm going to suggest you do this yourself, not with your wardrobe, although that could be something good to do this weekend, but instead with your business. So let's imagine you don't have a job in your business. I'm going to take all those jobs off you, and I'm sure you feel enlightened, don't you, and unburdened by all those jobs that are only yours at the moment. Now let's make or create a job description just for you, with only the things on it that spark joy for you, the things that you truly want that actually only you can do, the things that are in your zone of genius, as we like to call them. And that's really part of this process. It's figuring out, well, what does this look like for you? What does freedom mean? What do you want your role to be? What is the purpose of this vehicle that you've created, which is this business? Because if you set out to just be a better estate agent and take a bit more money and have a bit nicer car and a bit nicer house and a bit nicer holidays, well, maybe you've already achieved that, but then what? If you truly want freedom of role, you really need to start off with only putting those things in the wardrobe that you really, really love to do. So making sure your role is as singular and focused as it possibly can be. And you can see everything in between the two is really just steps on this pyramid. So here is your vision, your numbers plan, your values and your team structure, because without your team structure, you've got no freedom because you're doing all the jobs. Without a vision, you don't know where you're going to. Your numbers plan frees you from the day-to-day because yes, we're on track, no, we're not on track is a very, very simple and easy metric to follow. And your values, how do you live? How do you live your values? What are your values? And are you personally as well as your business living your values? And then, so that's all your business plan. Then building your business is finance and profitability. So it's that financial health and hygiene that we talked about. Having a marketing system Is the marketing system reliant on you? Do you suddenly look at your diary and go, oh, I've got no vowels in the diary, what should we do? Or do you always have vowels in your diary or your values diary because there is a system for generating leads, something we're very, very hot on, as I'm sure you know, Ashdown Jones. Operations system, so we have an operations director, and everything we do more than once is all tasked. It's all in a task sheet, it's all in a manual, everybody knows what they're doing, there's a process, there's a tick list for absolutely everything you could possibly imagine to make sure that we've got our operations exactly on point and everything is really streamlined. It runs like a well-oiled machine, we don't have to think about it. And then a scorecard, which is part of your numbers plan. So it's what metrics and KPIs are you using to push the business forward, and how do people know what success looks like and whether they've done a good enough job. That belongs there in scorecards. So that's all about building your business. This is the bit that perhaps you're stuck between, removing yourself as a bottleneck, because you're not doing your business or your team or yourself any good at all by you keeping the bottleneck. So you need to work out where you're bottlenecking and how you can get out of that. So if you had to take 3 months off, what would happen to the business? If you had to bring in an MD, what would happen to the business? It's all about making sure that the business doesn't rely on you, otherwise it's not a business, is it? Because if somebody was going to come in and buy it, or you're going to exit in any way, the dependency on you will be the thing that strangles the value and strangles the growth, the future growth of the business as well. Once you've freed yourself from operations, hooray, then you can transform your role. What do you want to do with your life? Do you want to spend all day playing golf? Do you want to open 27 new branches? Do you want to do a load of charity work? If you look at the huge entrepreneurs in this world, you know, the Elon Musks and the Richard Bransons, the Bill Gates, what are they doing with their life? What do they do all this for? Because it wasn't just about money. I remember reading recently that Bill Gates gives away something like 99% of all his income. So he clearly didn't build Microsoft for money, did he? He built it for something else. So have you achieved that thing, or can you achieve that thing that you set out to do? And that's really what this is. It's a test of that. So I can send this to you if you like, or you can take a picture of it now. But I can send it to you if you send me an email at sam@ajmastermind.co.uk, and you can scribble all over it and make decisions about what you need to do next to be aware of where you are now and what the next step entails. Now, this is something that we focus on not just with our AJ Mastermind members, but actually people before they become members, because in order to work out whether Mastermind is a good fit for people, we first have to figure out where they are now and what their next step might be. So we run events here in this room, actually, that I'm recording this in AJ Mastermind Windermere. I can't promise you the weather, it's pretty miserable at the moment, and this is right at the end of May, where actually I'm pretty sure we ordered some sunshine. It's not appeared, but maybe it will do when you come along. So these are called taster days. You can come along to a taster day. We run them about every 6 weeks. If you go to this URL, ajmastermind.co.uk/events, you'll be able to find out when the next taster day is. A taster day is simply that, it's a taster of the mastermind. Maybe the mastermind investment seems too big at the moment, or the timing just isn't right for you. Whatever it is, maybe you've considered it in the past, maybe this is the chance that you'll have to come along and meet us in person, spend the day with us, check out the offices, all our marketing materials, meet the team, have a delicious lunch, all on us. There's no cost involved at all. Bring your partner, bring your valuer, bring your wife, your best friend, whoever, just somebody that's going to support you in this journey. And we can share with you our thoughts and ideas about that freedom system and where you are on it and how to get to the next step. If nothing else, you come away feeling energized and motivated and ready to take on the world, and you maybe even will decide to become an AJ Masterminder, which would be amazing. So thank you very much for watching this Whiteboard Wednesday video, and look forward to meeting you in person very soon. Bye for now.